she's back. Yay! And her wig that she fought with for an hour. I just let the wig win. I don't know what this is giving. I was just so tired. That Skinny Fix Thursday. Electrician is coming, and I pray that that strong man rips that damn thing out of the wall. Anyway, I was tired of wearing my hair in a cheerleading bun for 3 months. I was coaching cheerleading camp, so that's where I've been. Resting, working. I just wanted to have a good summer, honestly. I did some fun stuff. I went on a jet ski at night under a full moon, which I didn't know this until afterward. Apparently it's frowned upon, according to my cowboy, who was a sheriff's deputy, who was not the one I went on the jet ski with. I was on the back. I was not driving. Didn't know it was frowned upon, but it was fun. And I was wearing my wig and lashes, and I got off that jet ski. Nothing had moved. I was like, Nikki, you know what you're doing. Because, I mean, I felt my eyelashes, like, twiddling in the wind on that jet ski. And then I went tubing in the river with my, my twin. Girl, I'm not gonna tell y'all what happened, because I gotta keep my mouth shut, but, it's over. I posted about it the other day, because I was, like, glowing in that selfie, and I was like, that glow when you finally complete your soul contract with your twin, and you're free. Yes! Like, ooh. I told y'all I'm not perfect. But, I mean, he needed help with something, and, you know, I told him I'll help him, because he asked me 3 times, and I agreed to help him because he needed it as a friend, and I told him that nothing funky happened. Wish him the best. I always love him, but it's over. But it was fun. I had a good time. I love anything on the water. And I had 2 birthday parties, which was fun. What else did I do? I spent a lot of time outside, obviously, coaching cheerleading. I made those beautiful little girls learn all the routines that I had to learn. I was a flyer, so I was the smallest one, always on top of everybody in the pyramid. Not bragging, you know what I'm saying, in the stunts and stuff. Not an easy job. It was amazing. Like, I had so much fun. I love dancing. I love cheerleading. It makes me happy. So I got to do some inner child healing, I guess you would say, or reliving, something along those lines. I've been working on my business. Yeah. Venus retrograde has been interesting. Venus retrograde in Leo. I am a Leo Venus. That's why if I'm not being worshipped, if a man is not, like, over me, I get bored. Like, worship me or leave, literally. I need all the love languages. I don't just have one. And Venus retrograde is all about reevaluating everything in your life that Venus rules over. So your finances, your relationships, your love life, your self-love, your beauty, self-image, how you present yourself to the world, how what you think of yourself reflects outward, good or bad, everything like that. And it's over. I learned a lot, but I'm glad Miss Ma'am is direct now. Because I feel like Leo Venus got hit the hardest. I mean, nothing really bad happened. you know, but I'm already very, very self-analyzing, and I feel like Venus in retrograde amplified that by like 100, which is fine. You know, it's necessary sometimes, and I spend a lot of time with myself and with my people, with my spirits, with my feminine spirits especially, and did a lot of inner stuff, which brings me to the last topic of this video, situationships. And I don't talk about anything like life related that I haven't been through, for the most part, because I just don't feel like it's appropriate, and I'm not going to be someone that I'm not. I'm not going to fake the funk. I'm not going to lie about what I've been through. I'm not going to put it all out there, but, you know, some stuff, it's small enough to where I don't mind sharing. And it's just part of being a woman, part of growing up. I've had situationships. And I see this a lot in my readings, and that's why I wanted to talk about it, because normally that is where my inspiration for my videos with y'all comes from, because if something keeps coming up in a reading over and over and over with multiple of y'all over like a span of 1 or 2 months, you know, that catches my attention. Because we are a collective, we're all connected in some way, but we're also individuals, and that just happens. Like, there's recurrent themes for all of us, and I see it so much in my readings, because most of my readings are either checkup readings, meaning like something's going on, you need, you know, clarity, you need answers, or love related. So you either met a new guy and you want to sniff him out spiritually, you want to figure out how you can fix it with this one that you fell out with, you want to get an ex back, something like that, which is fine, I get it. But I don't judge you guys for this, again, because I can't. I have no room to talk. I've done it way more than I would like. I used to be very, very boy crazy. Because I just love men and I love love. But when y'all come to me for readings and I open up the reading and, you know, I tell you how it comes out, and then we get to talking and you tell me, like, this guy and I have been talking for 8 months. Not dating, not together, not involved, talking. And number one, I hate that terminology. I hate that my generation came up with that. Like, so-and-so and I are talking. I talk to trees. I talk to my spirits. I talk to myself. I talk to my friends. I talk to my family. Like, it's so... talking is an everyday thing, right? So it makes it so casual, and y'all can be physically all in, no pun intended, but you say you're just talking. Back in the day, it was called courting, dating, all that, and it wasn't meant to last 8 months. It wasn't. And if you are a woman that is okay with only having casual relations in your life, and you don't want a life partner, you don't want a serious partner, that is fine. If that is what makes you happy, and that's in alignment with you, go do it. But a lot of y'all that come to me That's not you. Like, you want to settle down, you want something real, but you have this situationship hanging over you that's been there for 8 months. No title, no commitment. Y'all act like boyfriend or girlfriend, but you're not. He doesn't want you seeing anyone else, but you know, if you don't have proof already, that he's entertaining other women, probably sleeping with them, which puts you at risk physically, right? If you're not using proper protection measures. Like, it's just a mess. And it breaks my heart because I can hear it in y'all's voices. And you're not stupid for doing this. You're not wrong. You're not dirty. You're not, damaged goods or anything for doing it. Because we've all done it. Entertained someone that was not our partner, formerly, for a long time, when we knew it had a dead end. It's life. But eventually you have to be real with yourself. And you can't let people string you along. It's not fair to you. And your spirit guides don't like it a lot of the time. Because you are causing stagnation in your love life by entertaining something that you know is a dead end. A lot of y'all, because this happens a lot, the guy has told you he doesn't want a relationship or he's not ready, and he expects you to wait. And y'all are 8 months in already, girl. And I'm gonna be real with you. If you're a good woman, a pretty woman, you're good to him, you make him happy, all these good things, he feels like he has a prize, right? What he's trying to do, whether it's conscious or not, is put you on a shelf while he checks out what else is out there. And if he feels like it, he'll commit to you. But just in case, for his conscience, the title isn't there. Y'all are doing everything that a girlfriend, a boyfriend, even a husband and a wife would do. Sometimes. And nothing. And like I said, I've had these not for 8 months. Because I'm too spicy, I'm too fiery and feisty. I'd be like, where are we going? But I did have, situations where we were never together formally, but it was so off and on for years. Ernesto, if you're watching this. Ooh, y'all. Ooh, and I think he still has my Instagram. Ernesto was, easily the most good-looking man I have ever seen. And I don't like pretty boys. He's not that, but he has a very classic look, and he's Venezuelan, and he's tall, and yeah. After that, no more. That was my last one. And I remember how bad I was feeling and how uncomfortable I was because I had these super duper romantic feelings for someone that was truthfully not mine for a long time, and it wasn't going anywhere. And you have to make the decision, like, am I willing to wait and see where this goes and still be in this weird gray area? Or do I leave this situation and try to find someone that will actually commit to me and be serious about me and give me what I want? Because you can drop him today and meet your future man tomorrow. That's just how it is. Who will commit to you in a reasonable amount of time? I'm not telling y'all get with a man that immediately wants you to be his girlfriend, because something ain't right with that either. You know, there has to be some middle ground, but 8 months of just talking? Like, figure out what you in your heart and your mind believe is a reasonable amount of time to entertain someone before you expect a commitment. It's different for everybody, but I can tell you this: 8 months ain't it, bro. Think about all the things that you can accomplish in 8 months. That's almost as long as it takes to have a baby. For your body to conceive a baby, grow a baby, like, to form a whole human being. That's 2 semesters of college. That's probably, you get 1 promotion. That might be 2 promotions in that time at your job. 8 months of business growth. 1 or 2, maybe 3 vacations. Like, there's so much you can do in those 8 months. And spiritually, like, if you're going through that and have gone through that, unfortunately, you have to do what I did and just chalk it up to life and lessons and lost time. Not lost time, because if you learn from it and don't do it again, you know, you can somewhat make peace with it. But I hate seeing y'all be dragged through the mud for a maybe, for a just in case. That is not okay. If you want something serious, act like it. That's exactly what my spirits told me, because they let me get my heart broken. Because, like I said, Ernesto was my last one when I was in college, but after I moved out on my own and stuff and started my journey, I had little flings and stuff. Not full-blown situationships, but guys that I wanted to be with that would treat me a certain way, and they let me go through it over and over and over and over until I learned this is not working, but I'm still having to learn this lesson because it's not meant for me, and it's something that I keep allowing into my life. It might not be my fault that I attracted it, you know, because if you're a woman and you're pretty and you're sweet, you're gonna attract everybody. Good, bad, ugly, old, young, that's just life and dating. But spiritually, it kept happening because I was allowing it to, and I wasn't real with myself. And you can live in a fantasy for as long as you choose to, but eventually your spirits are gonna pop that bubble. And I mean, one of them had me crying in an empty bathtub. That was fun. This was nowhere near recently. This was a few years ago. Because I don't have the patience now for this bullshit. But I've been through it, so I don't look down on y'all I don't look down on y'all for it whatsoever. I can't. I don't, unless y'all are like straight up malicious bad people, I don't judge you. I don't look down on you. You know, but, and getting love readings and stuff is not bad. It's good to get clarity, but don't start hopping from reader to reader to reader hoping to get the answer that you want, you know. it's hard for me when I have to tell you guys that the man that you want is not the one that your people want for you. It sucks. But I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna tell you, yeah, I'll do this love spell even though my spirits are telling me, And they're not saying they won't work with you. They're saying, we don't want you to do a love spell for these two people together, but for the girl, because most of my clients are women, she should do some healing work with you, or some self-love, or, releasing, cleansing, sacral chakra cleansing, like, different things. But not a love spell, because they're not meant to be. I'm not going to have my people sitting in front of me or in my ear, however they're manifesting that day, telling me no, but because I want to make a buck, lie to you and go against what they said, because no. Because that would be betraying myself, betraying them, and betraying y'all, and I'm not doing it. Number one, it's wrong. Number two, I don't want the karma. So I would rather heal you and love on you and be your friend. I am not an elder. I don't even like calling myself a guide or a teacher. I'm just a witchy spiritual friend that y'all can relate to. So that's my little rant on situationships. If you want a reading on your little boo, that's okay. There's nothing wrong with it. Just be real with yourself, because the more that you're real with yourself, the more you can have what you want. And I've made a lot of mistakes in my love life, and I made a lot of changes, and I do see results. I'm kind of an anomaly when it comes to love, because I am a Leo Venus, and I need certain things, and if I can't have them, I'd rather be alone, which is fine. But I've been with good men before. It's not like I've never had a good, healthy relationship. I have. And the good ones, I messed up. Excuse me. Most of them. Like, Nikki's had a lot of boyfriends. I'm not gonna lie. I haven't slept with that many men, but I've had a lot of boyfriends. And I've had some really good ones. And I was younger, and I messed them up. It's life. But I know what being loved well feels like. I know what being treated well feels like. I know what being courted properly and then committed to feels like, and when it doesn't. Because it's when a man loves you and adores you and wants to be with you, it's very clear. And if you don't get the answer that you want, there's nothing wrong with you. There might not even be anything wrong with him. He might not, to his core, be a bad man. He might just be indecisive. And I've heard stories of women, that gave that ultimatum peacefully. And the woman decided to end it. And a month later, the man calls them, comes to see them, whatever, and says, I'm ready. You're right. I'm sorry. I don't want to lose you. And they live happily ever after. Or supposedly. So they say. And they're still together. So nothing is one size fits all, but you have to do what's best for yourself. And your spirit guides will drag you. Especially when it comes to love, and if you're a woman right now, because y'all think y'all are tired of the dating pool. I know it has piss in it and everything else in it. Imagine how tired the spiritual realm is. because women are being mistreated. We're being treated like objects worse than ever before, in my opinion. Because of hookup culture and online dating and swiping and all this stuff. But a lot of women feel like that's all there is. So they start lighting candles. They start doing their prayers for a man that truly doesn't value them. Because they can open their phone, go on Tinder, Hinge, whatever, and find a hookup that night. And in their mind, replace that woman. Women do this too, but men are worse. I'm sorry. At this moment in time. Imagine how the spirits feel. Imagine how many poor women are sitting there heartbroken, doing these love spells. And I get it. I've been there. I don't judge y'all for it whatsoever. But I can tell, like, they don't like how the dating pool is right now. So, I don't know. And they will shake you, and they will come to your dreams, and they will show you what needs to be seen. Ask me how I know. And I don't even, when I'm in a relationship, I don't ask my spirits to, quote unquote, spy on people. I don't really even do divination on my boyfriend, unless it's, a bad situation of his that he needs help with, or we're dealing with something together and we need answers, then yeah, but I'm not going to sit there and obsessively divine about, is he cheating, is he not? Why? Because they will tell me. And they will show me. And then, once they show you, they will lead you to proof. Most of the time. Sometimes you don't get it for a few months after. You'll just stumble across it one day, or someone will send it to you, or whatever. But, you'll be like, I'm glad I listened to my intuition and my guides. Because your intuition is your spirit guides manifesting. Like, they're a part of you and vice versa. So, Okay, I'm gonna get off of here. I love you guys. I missed you. I know this was a ramble. I haven't done a video in like 3 months. So if I was a little rusty, be patient with me. I've done a lot of yelling from cheerleading. Not yelling at the babies, at the girls, Cheerleading involves yelling and raising your voice in a positive way. So, I need some water. Okay? I love you.